Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing something different. Let me go ahead and pull this one up. I had it on the wrong one. So if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. We do all kinds of things, and sometimes we don't even know what we're doing. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. So let's do it to it. So today's seltzer non-brew review is going to be of the Suntory -196. Today we're doing the strawberry. It's a vodka seltzer coming in at 5.5 alcohol by volume. Here's the great thing about this. A lot of information right here on the back. They take the whole fruit, the whole strawberry, they super freeze it at -196 degrees Celsius. Then they crush it. Then they infuse it with a proprietary Japanese process of natural flavors and premium vodka. I'm all over the place. You see what I'm saying. You see what it's saying. There it is. Here's some good information for all you calorie counting, carb conscious connoisseurs out there. Per 12 ounces, you're getting 127 calories and 3.4 carbs. So here's the great thing about this. Such low calories, such low carbs makes it extremely dangerous. We talked about it in the previous video earlier today. I had that first one. I went back to all my DIY projects, getting a lot done. I was like, man, I need a refresher. Seeing how it's so low calories, well, it's more low carbs than it is calories. 120, I burn that off like nothing. Carbs, 3.4, a drop in the bucket. But Mr. Randy paid $1.35 for this out of a variety pack, which he paid 50% off from his local Twin Liquors. Yeah, so again, in the first video, we did mention that these were originally created for the service workers of Japan as a light, refreshing alcoholic drink. That here's the situation. If you haven't seen the lemon version, go watch that one. And Mr. Randy does his non-brew reviews. I think that's where we're going to ring it. That rings nicely. Non-brew review. Go back and watch that one. Lots of pretense and story and whatnot. Cover a lot of this information that I might not be able to articulate very well. Anywho, so this is a strawberry version. The epidemic they got is a lot of the younger generation is rapidly becoming alcoholics because life just kind of sucks right now in Japan. I don't mean to laugh at it, but it's how I deal with stress and stuff like that. You gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, I mean, just understand, nobody's getting out alive. That's plain and simple. Enjoy yourself while you can, while you got it. Sooner or later, you won't. Yeah, so the service workers, they have little next to nothing. They're just busting their asses over there. Relationships are not as appealing as they used to. The marriage rate is next to nil. The birth rate in Japan has dropped off the charts. We're talking into 0.0 something or another. I even, once upon a time, I think a couple of years ago, I was contacted through some weird kind of way where I have affiliation with Japan and Japanese. They offered me, they made me an offer to come over to Japan and to help bump up the population rate. They had a program. They got really like a knee-jerk scared reaction. And they're like, how can we do this? Our own people, the nationalists here, don't want to procreate. The numbers are dropping so fast. We're reaching that point of no return where we're just going to be SOL. And they're like, well, we got to bring people in and start breeding, even if they're half-breeds. But the problem was that I was not to be associated with the child. I was just, which didn't make sense because we have sperm banks. Why don't you just do sperm banks? Well, here's the thing. In Japanese culture, that kind of thing isn't necessarily, well, they don't like talking about it, and it's definitely something they shun if it's brought out into the light. So the woman needs to be married, and it really needs to be Japanese man, Japanese woman to make Japanese child. If you have foreigner man and Japanese woman to make mixed breed child, don't talk about it. As long as like a nondescript white person like me would probably make decent looking Japanese. And why is it aesthetic? They do have a certain bender on the whole aesthetically pleasing kind of situation, but it wouldn't be like a African or someone with darker skin. Then they would sort of, it would come out a little not so straightforward Japanese, and that's what they want. And I guess they consider me, I don't know, whatever. We're back on subject here. So again, for all my calorie count and carb conscious connoisseurs, yet we said 120 cal with 3.4 carbs. So we took a break from all the DIY stuff in the garage and whatnot. Clear as crystal on the nose. It smells, again, just like the lemon earlier. It's like it's organic lemon, but it's also candy flavored. It's very interesting. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Just like the lemon, it wants to evaporate in your mouth. It just wants to like evaporate like it was never there, like a ghost. These things are super easy to drink. Maybe too easy. At 5.5, here in the States, 5.5 is run-of-the-mill, pretty much average. So here in the States, anywhere from 4 to 6% is roughly about average. It's usually between 4 and 5. Between 5 and 6 is where, whoa, calm down there. You don't even know. The highest ABV I've had was 11, right? It wasn't that 11 G-Force, I think it was. That Voodoo Ranger G-Force was like 11 grams. I'm sorry. Yeah. 11% ABV. But it was also a heavy hitter. It was a heavy-handed with the carbs and the calories. Very sweaty. Very clear. Nice. I would say there's a sparkling seltzer. No, it's just a regular. Go ahead and have some. The strawberry is, again, the flavors are just, I don't know. They do have an organic side to it, but also like an artificial candy flavored side, which is really weird. It's a part of the process that they use. It brings out a certain sweet texture. So now I've had the lemon, and this is the strawberry. Lemon was slightly sweet and tart. Strawberry, more sweet than tart. I think next up, I'll do like something more on the sour side, like the grapefruit. And I think there's one more, a peach. That's what it is. So I have the grapefruit and the peach. Now that's the regular standard flavoring. Then we're going to get into the combo varieties like strawberry, kiwi, lemon lime, grapefruit, strawberry, that kind of thing. And then it gets crazier the next tier after that. So it's a non-brew review. The palate's nice. It's kind of confusing, but not horrible. Not something that's going to throw you off too much. The finish, relatively crisp and clean. It does have a little bit of an aftertaste that's... It just lets you know you had something of that flavoring type. It's not that bad, but it's there. It's kind of weird. I'm pondering on it a little longer than I should have, so let's move on. My score on this, the strawberry, it's a little, I don't know, it's strawberry, it's weird. I think we did what? Solid or a strong 3 out of 5 for the lemon. I don't know, it's different, but I think I might prefer the lemon. The lemon is a little easier to just forget about than the strawberry. The strawberry is going to linger for a bit, at least that strawberry flavoring. The lemon flavor just sort of, it passes, it goes, it passes. So yeah, this will probably be a solid 3 out of 5. My fair price, man, you can't beat $1.35 for a can at 5.5. It's very refreshing, it's crisp, it's clean. It's something you could probably drink as long as you don't get carried away with them like, you know, our brothers and sisters over there in the land of the rising sun. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with the price point. Would I buy this again? I'm starting to think about that. I won't have to, not for some time, because like I said, I bought a few variety packs and they have doubles. So I have an extra sitting in out there, strawberry and lemon. Would I? How would I? Yeah, I mean, I might. If I was ever out and needed something light, crisp, refreshing, you know, I probably would go for this than, say, a hefty brew with a heavy carb count. Yeah, I would probably pick this over one of those IPAs or something like that. If I just wanted to be, if I wanted to keep rolling, I wanted to keep rolling. I wanted something refreshing, something maybe just to get a little wind in my sails. Not full sheets, 3 sheets to the wind sailing, my friends. I was about to start singing, but I won't do it. Yeah, I don't think we did this part, but if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet and you're still watching, go ahead and do so. Do yourself a favor. That way these videos will come out and come right to you. The algorithm's still acting wonky, so you do you, boo. Anywho, in the comment section, we'd love to know where you at, what you're currently drinking, what's going on in the world of libations around you. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have an interesting one.